Okay. Hello. So
I am awake
I'm trying to
once
finish this
more.
already. Hopefully I don't keep changing my mind and things I have to do and stuff because it's getting too long. I'm getting tired of it. But yeah, the trees grew up. As you can see, I decorated some of the columns right now. Move this a little bit here. Okay, do his thing. So the last stream I left off kind of messing with these, and I did shrink a little bit here and added the rest of the details on the side. I ended up taking this, I added the foliage on the columns, and I managed to somehow get this working because it wouldn't connect, so I just... Ooh! Did not know what was that about, but I ended up just getting two of these and putting it in the corner. So yeah, that looks good. Yeah. So far so good there. We gotta finish adding things here, but this is where we're at. He gets stuck there all the time. Just leave him there to explore. I don't know why he keeps going inside that room. I was trying to see, because I realized you could change the colors of these. But I felt like red was just better. I guess because the original color ends up being the best one. But I did like the possibility of maybe some blues. Yellow looks good too. I ended up with red. So I left that be for now. Just making sure I didn't mess up somewhere once I did stuff. Oh yeah, here's where I messed. I mean, I played. So I added yellow of those trees here. And I left some of these here. I just only changed up to the front. So I actually liked the foliage creeping in, as you can see, and I left the vines on the back. So that's new. It's a good thing I'm going over this because now I'm remembering what I'm going to do next. Okay. Good. Let me check So, one problem with the change I did was the stairway to go up here instead of going the long way and teleporters. I made the stairs here instead, which gives you this nice view of the whole place. So I like that. Yeah. So, and this that I was messing around with, I decided to leave it like to put it here in this corner and it fit, and I moved this to out. So this looks good. Yeah. It's just a nice chill zone. And I'm actually finally satisfied with this room. So yeah, this looks good. Alright. And this little mistake that I did, just a temporary thing I did, actually ended up working out, so I kept it. And it lets you see more of the area, more perspectives, so it's nice. I gotta do ratings for all of these. I literally don't want to even think about it. It's just way too much. All of this. Imagine I actually move all the trees. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh yeah, if I do that, I have to do the other floors too. We'll think about it. I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing rating for all of it. It's just too much. Sky view is looking good of this area. That's I'm developing right now. Oh, that was the drop zone. It's looking good. And I need to rearrange these area. I was just letting the trees grow. Oh, look at that. Where was the drop zone? That looks so nice. Alright, let's see the other spots. So, yeah, for now. This one I'm really satisfied with. I haven't had the desire to come back and touch anything, so I'm pretty happy with this room. Yeah, all around pretty happy. Cool. I love this tree coming out. So yeah, here you can see another perspective about this area, and all the additions I've added actually made this scenery nicer, so I like that. Yeah, it's a good spot. Get this view right here. Okay. Just making sure I like all the views I'm getting. Yes, nice. And then you have this spot right here, which I might put a tree on or something. Look how nice this view. Pretty nice. Okay, so I remember I wanted to do something here. If I could ever remember the exact thing. I wonder if it was this. I think it was this one. Oh, black might be. So how would the metal one look? I just want to see how they'll look. Well, at least you get to see how the colors changes. Black is like the white you see more in the dark. Green is nice where you want just foliage. Blue gives you purple. Purple gives you like lavender. Pink gives you more like a salmon-y color. Sure. Let me go from the beginning. So, well, at least get the sky view of it for now, and then I'll show you from the beginning. There's a drop zone around here. So this is the back side. So this part here is the natural plants. So let's just ease out of here real quick. So you get like first glimpse before we start walking. And there's a drop zone around here. I think this is it. So let's go from the beginning. This is just a doorbell. Haven't touched this area. This is my last in the bucket. So this is the actual first level. Okay. So and you get to see all of this. The wheel here. Natural landscape over there. Stable zone. Come on. So this is the lumber zone. So you have the grinder, lumber mill, workstation. If you want me to slow down and go faster, just let me know. It's a lot to cover, so I'm trying to go fast enough. And we're going here first. This is the alchemy zone. So since, you know, lots of potion making, stuff like that, I added like the hookahs, just so, you know, an adult place kind of feel as well. So, graveyard, I just put it out here because this is the garden. And as you can see, this is natural landscape. Okay, we're gonna go up. So we'll do the climb here last because this zone is a big spot, so we're just gonna forget the spot right now and go in there later. Right. See the top balcony. I haven't finished here 100%, but so far. So the forge room. I felt like this picture worked so well with the forge room, since it's all weapons, and she looked like a soldier. And a little balcony over there, we're gonna get to it soon. Same kind of feel here, it's nothing different. Okay. Oh yeah, and the front gate where you could jump out. Okay. Making sure that this is actually going. Okay, good. Okay. So we're going up. So originally I had this thing extending all the way over there and I changed it yesterday. This is where we're at now. Yeah, I have my stuff. And you get to see over the forge room. It's very nice. I love this little spot I made. And what I like about these corners, you get to see this spot right here, right? I get distracted easily, so I like to let my mind wander, so I wanted everything to have like a new experience. So there you go. So let's take the stairs up a second. And then as we go up, you get to see more and more of the room. Okay. So this is the jewel crafting zone. Yeah. Right, jewel crafting. All right, and this takes you up here. Again, you see so much different angles of everything. It's nice. This is where I'm currently working on. It's gonna be like just like a restaurant, open pub, where people could just hang. I'm trying to figure out like what I want. Go up here. Same here. Part of that restaurant, a little mini parking zone. Right. You see so many views, so that's why I picked it. Again. Haven't done much in this part yet. Tailoring zone. So no problem, man. So this is the last part. So this is technically the library, right? Haven't finished it yet. This is such a big area, but I did a good amount. And also with the library, I added more of the storage. You're in the PVE server, right? Perfect. Yeah, definitely. That's great. Because if you do this on a PvP server, you're gonna lose all your hard work. But yeah, take it slow and easy. I suggest, so how I went about it and how I do it every year to do a transition is I just do like a flat layout just so I see like how the terrain lets me build. And then once you hit end game, I stopped like around, I think this is my strongest weapon, is the sword. So I stopped around having 75 gear level. Why? Because I didn't see that these guys gave you much, right? So when I check, you know, I didn't see that they gave me any decor. Oh. So I believe the last decor was a fusion. And when I checked all of these, I had a gear that let me see this. None of them had like decor, so I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna build. There's nothing else here because these are pretty much the main bosses. Once you're at that stage, you could start now gathering resources and build and look at what people are doing, and have fun. I like to remember my old builds and see how I can do something similar and better. So this is actually a better version of what I had before. I like the idea of having my library open. And why do I have it all circled? This is not gonna be good, but a few seconds. I surrounded everything because it gives you that closed room effect. So even though it looks open, you see you're in a closed confined room because of this. Right? Closed room with matching floors. So even though it's open, it's technically closed. And we don't have a lot of glass options, so if you buy this DLC, it's the Chemist. It gives you this nice glass door. And you could leave it open if you want to show like, oh, an open room, or close it. But hopefully that helps you. I see how I left this one open intentionally because I wanted to show like, oh yeah, so you can sit here, just watch everything. No problem. And I got 2 tricks if you want. If you put any vase, it doesn't have to be that one. It could be the stone vases or the regular clay vases. If you get a growing pot, this one, you put it underneath it, you are able to put any flower on it. So you could put it here. And you could do something like that. And you can actually mix too. I just noticed that myself showing you this. What? That's pretty wild. Oh. How do I now undo this? Interesting. I have doomed myself. Oh, damn. That's interesting. Kind of weird that you could do that. Okay. Leave that one like that. Oh, 5 feet back. Hello Adeline, thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy the layout and hope you get something out of it. I just finished showing the room to someone. If you want me to show it to you, let me know. Right now, unless you say something, I'm just gonna try to remember what I was doing here. So I get distracted easy, so I forgot everything. I mean, do I want to do that? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Oh, block by units. You know what, let's just experiment, you know? Experiment, so we're gonna... Maybe these weren't the right trees. I have... Oh, no wonder I was missing my pants. Okay, so... where should I take these? Let me take you down. Oh, I forget where my teleporters are at. Oh. Actually, I'm doing something else. Let me just go over here. Put you here for now, I guess. Mods for like the stream. Bot rigs. You could just Google bot rigs and you could connect that to Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. Forgot about the names there. I don't know too much about these things. Oh, this game. No. So I joined a PVE server. This one that I joined is called, one moment, Ecoville. I could give you the specific name if you really want this one. So every PVE server gives you different benefits. I like this one. The only con that this one has is you can't teleport with items, but your farming is pretty good. The speed on resources, like when you're making a brick or something, is slower than normal, but well, slower than that previous server I was in. It's going normal speed. But everything else is pretty darn good. Move the trees, you press B. So this feels like it's new. You can either move the tree now individually by hovering over it, right? When you're in building mode. But if you move the tree individually, you need to have a plotting ground. So production. Large growing plot. Put one in there and you can move the tree itself. If you have the space, right? I'm blocked by the floor above. Or you can move everything together by touching the bottom part. You see how it's highlighting? So you either do the tree or the bottom. Before you had to cut the tree down. Now you don't have to do that. So you don't have to wait for it to spawn. Let me see if I can show you here. Sup, Adeline? Oh, that's not a good spot. I need to figure out a spot that I can move it to. Or I have to show you the other side. I can do it there. Thanks. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too. So, you see? Now you don't have to cut anything up. Or you could just by touching the bottom. What I like to do now that they changed this is it's putting multiple trees down and give them time to grow, and then I can move them individually. Because if you suck it up like that, it's gonna restart. So even if it's full-blown tree, if you suck it up, it's gonna restart and you have to start from zero again. It has to grow up. So this is a good fix they did. Stream is going good. There's actually people talking now and entering, so that's very nice to see. Used to be very quiet, so not much happening, but today looks like it's different, so that's good. What about you? You say you were having a chill day. Anything exciting? Yeah, go for it. Yeah. I mean, I don't think this will fit here, yeah. So I guess there's when you put the trees. So you're saying to get overlays? Just want to know if I'm understanding what you're saying correctly. You here. Oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. It's a little bit painful, but I'll show you. Let me find a spot to show you. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. To be honest, it's because I don't really know how to do all of that. I work most of the time. I try to research as much as I can about it, but from what I found is you have to pay, and I right now don't really want to invest money in that much right now. Gotta be careful with my spending. To make it custom, yeah, I need to figure out how to do it myself, so I don't have to pay. In the works. So to do the fence, right? We have a 4-platform square here, and we wanna, let's say, we wanna fence this whole thing. So remember, we're gonna put fencing here, 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 on the borders. So you gotta make sure that the path is accessible, right? You're gonna need the boundary outside of it, right? To a degree, you eventually, once you get hang of it, you'll see what I mean. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember this little square area. Once you have your fences unlocked, you can use any fence. I'm gonna use one of each. You could even do gates. Once you have the area ready, put the floor. This is like a bug. This is not part of the game, from what I understood. So it's a bit clunky, and you'll see why. You can't remove the floor now, because you have to remove the fence around it for you to put the floor. And this is how kind of how the fence looks. I personally like this one and this one, which are the noble garden fence and the verdant garden fencing. And mind you, if you connect the floor to this, you can't take that floor out either. You have to take the fence out, then you can do this, and it becomes a pain. So you have to be careful. See, now I can take away this floor. And you can't add a fence on it. You will have to undo everything to a degree. Get the invisible foundations. Oh, this fence right here, so you have to remove it. You see how annoying that can be? And now you could add the fence back and put the floors. So for the one that asked the question on the fence, that's how it's done. Let me know if you understood it, if I need to repeat it, but that's pretty much the idea of it. I mean, I don't think you need these outside two boundaries. I just think you need the boundaries on the area you're gonna put the fence in. So yeah, so on the area you want to put the fence in, you need to have the boundaries. So you can see. That way you don't waste a lot of tile space. Oh shit. Oh god. I'll show you. I was trying to show you something, but I think you got out. 1 second, let me just take this thing out. Castle, pillar, oh. Walls. Window. Okay, I'll get back to this later. Adeline. Yeah, you could show me right now though. I'm trying to stream as much as I can because I got an appointment to do a 7. So a 7 by like 6:40 I might do a hard stop and get ready for my appointment. For what other things you can do. So this is another weird interaction. So you see how I have a vase and a pot. This affects all vases and pots, right? So when you get like any pot or garden pot, you're forced to use what it comes with, right? See, you can't put that there, but you can put this here because that's for this one. And for vases, you can put this there, but you can put that for the vase. So here's the thing. Do I have them here? Yeah. Here's my rose. You can't put roses here. But hey, you know, how did I put a rose here? Okay, well, you know. Growing pots. You go to the growing pots, you get the small one, not this one. This one you put underneath. It looks better with the brick ones than these. And oh look, I could put a rose. And a weird interaction I saw is where are you? Okay, so let's try this. Apparently you could put whatever the vase's plant is with the plot flower. So it's kind of weird how you can track these two things together. See? This is not intentional. Someone figured this out and shared it. Eventually it will grow and it will look like this. And I guess some weird bug that allows it to float in midair. So, you know, you want to do this, that could be cool too. Just having a flying plant. And here's an example of where I put that flower. Again, mind you, these are for how it was designed to be like this. And we're putting it in pots. So that's the only other trick right now that I know of, at least. The floor and the face. I think there's some other ones, but I didn't feel like it looked good design wise, so I didn't bother. This alone is already like a pain. Ah, shit. I don't have a... I think I accidentally removed it at one point. Alright, so... Where are you? So, yeah. No more garden gates. Guess you get to see this live. Anyone else? Now... I like how you could put the gate. This has always been a thing, but you can never do the fencing naturally like that. I think you could just do it like this. But it won't let you do it in the railings. Without the bug, at least. For planting? Okay. So I believe there's a boss. Level 35 boss Pelora. She gives you all the growing plots. So once you hit 35 and you kill her, you unlock Pelora. I was like that too. I'm like, how do you get all these things for the plants? Oh, it was her. I think you start off with just the basic one, which is dirt. I need some water. So definitely when I when I was leveling, I did a good idea to start seed farming as you level. You know, when you do your objectives, you go into buildings. I always say to check every building, because at least for me, majority of my seeds I found in buildings. Like they give you a lot of roses. That's how I found a lot of it. And then whenever you see a flower every now and then in your route, just hit it and you have a chance of getting a seed. And start planting them so you could farm it in your base every day. The plots, well, in the updates, at one point, I think originally she never gave these things, but now she's the one that gives it. You know, they probably just move things around because there's so many bosses now. For her, I think she still fights the same way. She wasn't hard. You just need to be near the item level. So, you know, every year when they do the rework, they add more bosses, right? She originally used to give her costume. Now she gives you loom and stuff over time. They just changed. This is new. I never fought him before. I think in the last rework they added him as stables. A new one, for example, I never faced him until this expansion, I believe. He's a later boss. He's hard as hell. So yeah, no customization. Yeah, so he's the last one you really want to unlock for unlocking buildings and stuff. The last one, he gives you this forge, this fusion forge. So the fusion forge, it is this bad boy right here. It's the last building you get to put down. And that's for your weapons. And mind you, you have objectives on the top left. As you progress and you do the objectives, you do what it tells you to do. The last one is defeat Dracula. That is the end game. Defeat Dracula. Right? And it will give you the Dracula throne. And it's this big ass throne, which if you really want that throne, you fight him and unlock it. But since I got the cosmetics, and I always like to do every year a drone theme of that cosmetic, I just didn't bother and I just stayed with this one. But the Dracula drone is huge. It takes like so many floors, so much space. Technically the Dracula one is the last one to unlock, but I didn't want it, so I didn't care. It's too much effort. You could do an easy mode PVE server. Mine is normal. But you could do like the laid back version, which allows you to just do everything and you get to experience the game without much struggle and unlock everything. Oh, I remember what I was going to do now. Farming trees takes some time. It's a little bit painful, to be honest. How much is the DLCs? Well, you could go to the Steam page, go to the store page, and they'll tell you all the DLCs that are in there. And I think right now it's a sale. So if you want to buy every DLC, there are sales. I see 20% off for the first one, 20%, everything's 20% off. Yeah, there's a huge sale right now. Take advantage of it if you really want to buy all the DLCs for the cosmetics. I could show you like some of the DLCs right now. You know, for doors, this is the first one, the royal gates, the glass gates, which you see there. This comes from the Ancient Symphony. This is the vampire theme, the Castlevania theme DLCs, and then the new one is the one that gives you the pools, for example. And if you go to the Steam page, you will see all the DLCs. So this one that I haven't fixed yet on my base because I was adjusting. This specific column is a wallpaper from the newest one. This was the last year one, which is the Castlevania one. So this is the new one. The new one actually allows you to change the color. So the new DLC does something unique where you could change the color of everything in that DLC. It's very nice. And I believe this one, I'm not sure if this comes by the DLC or it just comes with the game, but this one is the last one, and you can change the color too. It is please trees. Wild growth wisteria. I don't know if this came with the DLC or not, but it seems like everything this expansion allows you to customize the color, which is nice. I'll say you don't have to get the DLCs, but if you come back every year and you like to customize this game, I say do it. They give you a mini rework of the game every year, so I bought it to support it because I've gotten so much from this game for so little, so I did it to support the game. I think they did very well. So this right here, this is the DLC, the newest one. Dang it. Am I? Oh. Right. I forget how annoying it is trying to do this inside here. Just for now. I'll do the same with this one. I don't know. I'll get back to that.
I cannot build here. This will not work.
Oh, excuse me.
This will not work.
Oh damn, I need to make more stuff. Oh shit. Before I get for being lazy.